Hello everybody and welcome to the best possible review of lemons. My name is Gruffy Spackler and I'm gonna be telling you all the best things to do with lemons, and I'm also gonna compare their flavor to other fruits. I'm just gonna tell you how they taste. I'm just gonna tell you how they taste, what they do, where they work, who their main governing body in the physics of verse is. So that's what we're gonna be doing. The first thing you're going to notice is that they're yellow. Lemons are yellow. They're the most yellow fruit other than bananas, and they're great for juggling. They're only good for juggling if you know how to juggle. The most prominent way you're going to see lemons used is probably going to be in lemonade. So I've already prepared the ingredients necessary to make a fantastic lemonade. Forgot the bloody water. So I'm going to show you the perfect ratios in order to make lemonade. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is get out your big old chopping knife and start chopping a lemon. Wait, no, you want to beat the heck out of them first. And you just roll them around. Get the juices flowing. You gotta break up the membranes in the stupid lemon so that they can juice properly. Also, I cut my hand earlier and I'm in horrible pain right now. So today we're gonna have a co-host. His name is Lemon Stab. Hey everybody, my name is Lemon Stab. The hand I'm being puppeted with, it has a paper cut on it. Lemon Stab's feeling a little sick. So now we get our juicerino out and we kill Lemon Stab and we just juice it. As you're probably going to notice, as I just did, you're probably going to want to juice it into the cup. That's probably an important step, unless you want lemon juice on your floor. It's hard to do it in midair because my cup isn't very stable and I'm scared of breaking it. We got to get the juicy lemonness out of this. Lemons are known for being sour. And that is also how it's causing me the pain in my hand. Lemons are sour in order to prevent predators from eating them. However, for us, we just revel in that kind of stuff. We're like, oh, you have a natural defense mechanism for making us not want to eat you? Well, I personally think that's delicious. That's enough lemon juice for like 3 people. So now we're gonna wanna add some water to that. Unless of course you like your lemon juice to be really lemony. I personally am not into very lemony juice, so we're just gonna, you can very much take some pure lemon juice and just use that. Maybe add a little sugar if you're into, sweet things. So now the most important step is to add the salt. We're just gonna add just a tiny little dash of salt, just the tiniest amount of salt. We're just gonna add just a little salt, just enough salt to bring out the natural flavors of the drink. If you add too much salt, it's going to taste very salty, very unpleasant. However, you just have to add a little bit of salt in order to bring out the maximum sweetness of the drink. It adds a nice contrast to the amount of sweetness and sourness in the drink if you add a little bit of savory. It's like how you bake cakes and stuff. You bake the cake and then you put a little bit of salt in it in order to just give a little bit of contrast. So we're just gonna add a little bit of salt right now to give it some nice contrast and just a little bit of salt. Now when you start feeling you've added just a pinch, not even like a teaspoon of salt, just like a couple crumbs of salt. After we got enough salt, just a little bit of salt, we're going to stop. And this is when we add the sugar. Now you're gonna want to add a lot of sugar, otherwise it's gonna be too sour. It's gonna overtake the flavor. The salt's gonna overtake the flavor of the thing. We don't want it to be too sugary though, because we still want to taste the lemon juice, of course. We still want to taste the nice acidity it's got going on there, but we just want some sugar in order to kind of cut away the acidity and make it a nice refreshing beverage for a cool day. All right, now we stir it a little. I accidentally put a little too much water in, so it's going to be overflowing a little. So this is the perfect drink on a cool summer day. Just the perfect dish on a cool summer day. I swallowed it. I swallowed some. Now this is definitely something you don't want to indulge in too often, otherwise you're gonna get type 2 diabetes. So you can also do a couple other things with lemons. You can, with the discarded lemons, you can take a grater or a lemon zester. A lemon zester is just a grater with smaller holes, but this one has some pretty small holes on it too. We have the big ones, small ones, and the lasagna cutter. So we're just gonna grate it. Actually, let's put some of this to top our delicious lemonade. It's a great garnish, great to add a little bit of more dimension to things like maybe if you're making lemon chicken, lemon parmigiano, maybe if you're making beef stroganoff, maybe if you're making hamburgers, maybe if you go to McDonald's and you just want some lemon in your drink. Lemon in your drink, maybe some lemon in your burger too. Lemon is basically an all-around amazing thing, and you're gonna want to put it on everything in your house. You're gonna want to put it on your dogs, your cats, your air conditioning unit. It'll make the entire place smell like lemon. Also, you can boil lemons, and it'll just put the entire flavor of the lemon into the aroma in the house. It's called a boil pot. I tried it a while ago. Nobody liked it, but you might like it. So that's something to remember. So now that we got that, you can also take a wedge of lemon, just a little wedge of lemon, like you cut it like so, just a little wedge, maybe like an eighth of the lemon. You take it and you just garnish your drink with it like that. Doesn't that look refreshing? Lemon water. If you're a rich person and also have no taste buds, this is gonna be just a real great thing at your next barbecue mitzvah. Also, lemons they're very versatile, as I've been saying. However, they're also delicious on your own. So you can just take a big bite out of them, honestly, like an apple. You'd think that the peel would be disgusting, like an orange, but it's actually quite tasty. It's not that tart or bitter or anything. Oh yeah. The lemon was full of blood. That's not great, but it's also not too bad. This just means that the grocer you bought this from, they accidentally bought lemons from a producer that was built on an Indian burial ground. That's a common practice nowadays. You see Indian burial grounds. Indians were very, very healthy people. Their bodies contained an awful lot of nutrients. So when they die and bury them, you plant seeds on them, and they just flourish. So don't go to that place anymore, or tell them to get a different product, because this isn't a big deal. We can solve it on our own. However, if you leave this lemon alone for too long, the spirits will escape and inhabit your house, and it's just a mess. You'll probably have to call a professional exorcist. But right now, the demons have not gotten out yet, so we can cleanse this lemon by ourselves. I'll show you how to do that now. All right, so we're just gonna get the Bible, we're just going to get our handy dandy Bible, and we're going to take some of the blood, and we're going to make a cross on the front of the table. That's very important. It gives a spiritual link from the Bible to the lemon. That's a lot of thing that's very often misportrayed in movies and stuff. There has to be a spiritual link between the actual spirit and the item you're using. You can't just wave a cross around. So now that I got my Bible marked, I'm going to put my hand on top of it and start chanting, "The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you." All right, now that it's on fire, you're only going to want to do this a couple more times before it's completely cleansed. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. All right, now that the fire is going, and it's nice and big, it's going to go on for a couple minutes, it's going to die out, it's fine. The lemon has been completely purified. The spirits will not go anywhere. The lemon's going to be a little hot, but that's nothing to worry about. So you can continue to eat the lemon, or you can throw it out. Depends on how like religious you are. If you're very religious, you probably don't want to eat this lemon because obviously it's going to have some ectoplasm, residual ectoplasm in it. But other than that, it's going to be completely fine. So that's going to be it for today. Remember to subscribe to catch my next video where I show you the dangers of doing this procedure with a Book of Mormon. All right, have a great night, everybody.